Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast. I'm your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings, all.
So, today I took part in the comment section in Yvette and Neil's.
Oh, man, I meant to watch her.
Yeah, it was a Unit. It was on Unit podcast. And I kind of, was wondering, I think we're going to have to go back and do a rewatch on Series 12.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say this is because I'm pretty sure in Spyfall, the Master insinuated that he fucked up the funding of Unit, which basically caused it to be disbanded.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I want to go back because if that's the case, that would make sense because he hated fucking Unit all those decades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's like, well, fuck
he was
them.
in prison.
Right. And he's like, fuck them too. So I'm going to get them. Fuck that. I'm pretty sure that the Master defunded Unit. Before that happened, Unit probably went through some shit because in the Return of Dr. Mysterio at the end, the fucking alien race assumed the body of a Unit officer. So aliens kind of infiltrated Unit's ranks.
Yeah.
From within, which they probably
So basically it could have been a twofold or an unknown twofold.
There was a lot of stuff happening. The Zygon shit happened, fucked up their ranks. Then this alien thing fucked up their ranks. Plus with the Master possibly defunding Unit and disbanding them. And it's not really Brexit. It was really the Master as as Agent O. So it would be nice if Unit comes back in Series 13 with Doctor Who, to help out Jodie's doctor, Kate Stewart. Also, I always felt that Missy killed a Zygon Osgood because one of the hints was
because you always said that she
smelled and Zygons smell. And then when we saw in the Zygon incursion or invasion, Osgood's by the grave of herself, like crying her eyes out. It could be possible that she's traumatized, that even though the person replaced her, the person died as her.
At least, you gotta at least admit one thing. At least it was a Zygon and not a Rutan. Because if it was a Rutan, then the Rutan would have consumed Osgood in order to get her image print.
Right. So Osgood then felt, so traumatized that she embraced other Zygons to copy her form and said, what does it matter if I'm human or Zygon? Because she's so traumatized that someone died as her. I think eventually they need to just reveal completely that, yes, the real Osgood is there. It's not two Zygons of Osgood. Maybe have a threat that exposes
because you remember Osgood always used that little inhaler and the Zygon never did.
Right. So, that's the thing.
God, where'd that come from?
Yeah, I know. So, I think eventually the Osgood thing should be revealed. We did have a mini-sode of Osgood with the two Osgoods for the lockdown. Yeah. That was cool. Okay, so besides the Master thing, we also heard, I think Mandipgill slipped on an interview and said that the resolution of the Daleks special is going to end on a cliffhanger.
Ooh.
Which is a big spoiler because something big's going to happen at the end of Resolution of Daleks, which will lead into Series 13. What does that mean? It would be nice if the fucking real Timeless Child shows up at the end and saying, you're not me. Like, who the fuck are you? Or whatever. And they'd be like, what the fuck does that mean? That would be good. But I don't know. I honestly think the Master... Here's the thing. You remember how the Master was in two places at once? Like, a part of him was in the Matrix with the Doctor, and then a part of him, And you know how everything got blown up, supposedly? What if they do a thing where the part of the master that was in the Matrix survived and is trying to get a body for himself because the other one was destroyed completely? I mean, that would make sense. I mean, I think our master, like Sasha Dewan, that whole creature thing died, that symbiote, and he's alive in a TARDIS or something.
Yeah.
I think he's alive. I think we're going to see him in Series 13. Definitely. Now, we also got this thing that the BBC executive said, I don't see how Doctor Who is going to continue with all this social distancing shit. So that tells me delay, because it's June and you originally said September, but COVID ain't gone. So you ain't filming in September. You ain't filming in October. You ain't filming in November. You ain't filming in December. You're delayed to the whole fucking year. So you ain't coming back till 2022. That's it.
This delay shit is getting annoying. And all I'm going to say is this whole social distancing has been the only thing that's been able to help this. They've actually proven that staying inside actually increases it.
They also said, though, don't forget that a certain blood type gives you somewhat of immunity, which is what my blood type is. So we'll see what that is. All right. What else? Oh, I apologize to Nicholas Briggs because, I was mad at him for whatever was going on with Blue Bonnet Whovian. He made out a tweet, wonderful, beautiful, apologizing to her, never meant to call her anything. He didn't know she was part of that. He didn't even know that that person was attacking her and calling her a racist. He didn't mean to like it, knowing when he found out. So he was saying very nice words to her. I said it was beautiful. He liked the tweet.
That's good.
She communicated back to Nicholas Briggs, voice of the Daleks and some monsters.
So basically, when he initially
was a nice person.
When he initially heard it, it was
he didn't know. Right, he's a nice person. He's a good guy. Yeah. He did the right thing.
Except to me, everything I saw about Nicholas Briggs is like he's a cool guy. Why would he?
He's a cool guy, right? So he didn't know what was happening.
Maybe he misheard somehow.
Right, he's a good guy. So I apologize for, calling him whatever I was called. But anyway, I got to see on that thing, it was Jodie Whittaker and David Tennant were on, what's his name show?
Graham?
No. Oh my God. The one that was in with Matt Smith in the Lodger.
Oh, okay.
Right. And they did, he talked about Doctor Who with them. And then they did a cosplay contest.
Cool.
So I thought it was funny how Jodie has the costume in her house, and so does David Tennant. So they got dressed up in their gear, but of course David Tennant's got the beard and the hairstyle for that show he was doing. And she's, looking normal, and it was pretty cool to see. I didn't see anything wrong with what was said. Some people saw stuff wrong in anything that Jodie does, but
those are people who just want to nitpick. That's
there was nothing wrong with it. I was happy with seeing them, and they got dressed up as the doctors, and it was cool for me to see.
Those are just people who want to nitpick, and my basic belief is this: people who want to be shit disturbers, you just ignore them.
Right. So I thought that was cool to see. There's an audio out called Stranded, I believe, where I think the 8th Doctor is stranded with a whole bunch of people in the house or something like that. That sounds like it's pretty cool.
Ooh, that does sound cool.
Yeah, I think I want to buy that and listen to that and stuff like that. So maybe we're gonna review audios on here. I haven't decided. All this stuff is like there's nothing to buy. And I'm trying to figure out what are we gonna buy. Because now I'm not getting comics are just not around like that much now, so it's like a little bit here or there. So it's like, what am I gonna Doctor Who stuff? What am I gonna buy? So, trying to find stuff Doctor Who related, what to buy. I'm gonna start buying Big Finish, and get that stuff here. And we'll review it. I think that's what we'll do eventually. Real Whovians is not going anywhere. I'm also thinking about doing a variation, sort of like a catch-up with all our members that we haven't seen since COVID started. You know, some type of podcast related to Real Whovians, but not necessarily dwelling on Doctor Who, but
just to see, just
dwelling on the individual members. Now, we did have Real Whovians Cast Unlimited, which you appear once and you get to show your, how you started with Doctor Who. But I want to do another podcast creation, like a mini series, so where we just
out of the blue. Where are they now?
Right. Like I used to do a thing called Your World, but it was like a personal thing. Like, right. We did like, David Aston, what does he do in his, but this is sort of like, I think I want to create something with the Real Whovians to like, reintroduce them back into the group, like some of our members. I'm toying with it. We'll see. I'm always looking to create new type of podcasts. So we'll see how that goes. Susie's going to be coming back. I talked to her.
That's good.
Yeah, on the Real Whovians. I think she's actually probably going to come back on the Everything Show because I think she started watching Picard. So she's going to give us her opinion of that. And I think everybody else is going to start popping in too and returning. So that's it for the Real Whovians cast. I also am going to try to get the Doctor Who magazine too recently because I haven't had one in a while, so I want to grab that. All right, guys, thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.